Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome. Monday Night Mayhem. How exciting is this? I'm coming to you live, not from Zolder, from Washington, D.C. at the moment. So if anyone's looking at the stream right now, hopefully it looks okay. Hopefully it sounds okay. If you're in the chat, I see some folks in the chat, but also out there on track. So if I need to turn anything up, let me know. I'll adjust a little bit. Try not to disturb anyone around me, so I'm trying to keep it quiet, but also loud for the stream. So either way, well, welcome. Like I said, Monday Night Mayhem. And if you can tell, we got the GT3s out on Zolder. And if you can tell from the standings already, quite popular. I think officially within the server, if I'm looking at it, we have 31 people. Almost a full server. Almost a complete, just top to bottom. I think we allow 32. We're one person short of a full server, which is amazing. So thank you to everyone out there on track for this community event for the North America Raceroom Discord. Quite a successful one this evening. So hopefully, we shouldn't really see anyone drop out due to any ping issues. But as I say that, knock on wood, that we don't see that. So hopefully we see all 31 here at the end of practice, move into the qualifying, and then on to warm-ups and racing. So for anyone that normally watches any of our streams or videos, make sure to find the Twitch side of things. That's where I mostly live stream, due to it just being easier, due to it working a little bit better, and whatnot. But either way, find Twitch. Make sure to follow. It's an affiliate now, so it's got all the other extras that Twitch has that you don't feel obligated to do, but it is there if anyone wants to. So. If you're on Twitch and you're not on YouTube, find your way over to YouTube to the North America Raceroom Discord YouTube page. Everything that's live streamed is recorded at the same time, usually higher resolution, usually higher frame rates, usually 1080p, 60 frames a second, and is uploaded to YouTube. So YouTube is definitely the living archive of everything that we either live stream or record or do that's unranked, ranked, community driven, or whatnot. So find your way to YouTube. Make sure to if this video here, if you're watching it now, make sure to give a like, put a thumbs up on it. If you watch any of the old stuff, make sure to put a thumbs up on that as well. Make sure to comment anything good, anything bad. I'll look at it, I'll respond to it. If there's something you don't like, let me know, let us know. We'll do what we can to fix it, to make it better. We're always trying to make it better for the folks watching, but then also the folks out there actually racing who might watch this back as a replay. So we're trying to do everything that we can to make it as awesome as possible, if that's even a saying. It is right now. So in addition to Twitch and YouTube, we have our Twitter, our Instagram, and then finally, obviously, the Discord itself. This event you're seeing here this evening, whether you're on Twitch right now, live with me here, or if you're watching on YouTube at a later time, these are all people from our North America Raceroom Discord community. So, very much appreciated to all 30 people in there at the moment, giving this race a go. Looking to have a little fun. It's all unranked, so it's not going to count against any reputation or rating at the end of this. It's all for fun. It's all to have a good time. So if you're in the Discord, you can join. Obviously, next Monday if you jump in, if you're not already in there. We also get together for ranked events. So the Wednesday weekly ranked event, the Saturday ranked event, any ranked events that are happening throughout the week, all the little 15-minute sessions. We all, if people are available, we gather for those, and we get in the time zones for the Americas. So if you're watching this and you're looking for people to race with in the Americas, Canada, United States, South America, our community is perfect for that. We all get together at the same time, obviously. 8:21 on the East Coast, 5:21 on the West Coast. So we all get together to have some fun. And if you're not a part of it, please join up, and you can have some fun as well. Makes it a lot easier than trying to find people maybe in the Europe or anywhere else that is obviously on a lot different time zones than us to race with. So we're all a pretty good group of folks, racing wise, personality wise. Everyone's pretty easy to get along with. Everyone's pretty easy to race with. Everyone's safe. Everyone's clean. So it's good stuff all around, top to bottom. So find your way in there. The Twitch has links for all those I just named off. YouTube will as well in the description. So check all of it out. Follow us everywhere and link up with us. So after all that, you're now seeing that we're into qualifying. There's about 13 minutes left. Some folks are on their outlaps, so we're going to start seeing some times come through here in about a minute or two, and we'll start to find out who's going to be on top. How the times are going to range from top to bottom with all 30 people. It's going to be a packed house on this circuit this evening. If you're not familiar with Zolder, I actually have a quick track layout for you. We'll go to right now. So as you can see, you got your start-finish line there with Erst, which if you know it, then it's just kind of like a sweeping left-hander. Look out for all the gravel on the right-hand side if you go wide. And then you're going to come into turns 2, 3, and 4, up to 5 and 6, which are going to be the first chicane, which can be deadly if you don't hit it correctly, and if you hit any of the curbs on the inside or outside, there is potential, to damage your vehicle. Then you have somewhat of a straightaway, kind of a curved straight, I guess you could say, up to the second chicane, which the curbs aren't as deadly, but you have to come on the brakes pretty hard to get through there, which will then take you down to a somewhat of a decent hairpin near the, and I can't say any of these words, so I'm not even sure what language this is, to be honest with you. It's crazy is what it is. You got the hairpin, and then you have kind of another chicane. So about three chicanes sort of on this track. It's very fun. It's very fast as well. So it should prove to be a very good race, and also a very good time for all those folks out there. So we're gonna jump back in. So you can see the time start to pile in here. Pedro Magales there with a 129.486, a full 6/10 faster than John Wyzoric in P2. Keshan Hall there with 1.1 seconds slower in P3. So pretty big gap from P1 to P2 and then on to P3. Theolupu there in the black Porsche. My apologies, somebody's calling me, I think. Either way, we'll see if they call back. Oh, that's what it was. Give me one moment, and I'll be right back. I'm going to mute myself, but we'll stay right here on Auto Director. So it's going to jump around to some people. And I should be back before the race. Well, let's all find out together who comes out on top. Be right back. Thank you. All right, everyone. Sorry about that. I'm back. Who's there? Patrick Carnahan. Up there, the 129.4. Man, 1/100ths. Almost 2 100ths faster than Pedro. It's going to be tight at the top there. Richard Blatcher, P3 with about 5/10 slower with the Ian McClure right there behind. John Wyzork now in P5, working on a purple sector 1. Let's see if he purple sector 2. John's going to be bringing it. There it is, purple sector 2. John's always bringing it. In GT3, that dude is fast, so look out for him. Let's make sure the software sticks with him. That way we can see what he gets here. My stream may be affected. My apologies, everyone, if it's acting a little crazy. I might have to drop the quality just a little bit. There you go, John Wyzork. Now, your new P1 with 5 minutes to go in qualifying. A 129.3, almost a 129.4. So that's cooking. That's about 8 100ths faster than Patrick there in P2. So it's going to be very tight at the top, at least through P1, 2, and 3. And then a slight drop off from P4. But hey, you know, once it comes race time, anything can happen. So, but yeah, let me drop, not a whole lot, but let me put down the quality just a little bit, just for streaming. So this will record still higher quality and everything else as we go, but trying to make this at least just as good as possible for everyone here watching. Let's go back to Auto Director here, Theodore Insbury. He had a purple sector 1, green sector 2 for himself, and he's in the Bentley. Ooh, he has my heart for the moment with the new ADAC 2020 Bentley. Where's he going to come across? He comes across, looks like 12th fastest at the moment, 1.4 seconds off the lead. And everyone's setting some green sectors at least. That's fantastic to see. 28 people have set a time. If I look, there's still 30 people in there, so 2 folks have yet to set a time, but hey. Back on Insbury again. So we're down to about 3 minutes of qualifying. So we're coming down to the nitty gritty. That's about, I mean, if some folks are closer to the start-finish line, that may be about 1 more lap. With Raceroom, you have to remember that the once the timer, you know, gets down pretty low, it does not run over. So if you're on a fast lap, or if you're on a valid lap when the timer hits 0, you're out of luck. You basically have to cross the start-finish line before the timer ends for a lap to be counted. It's not like ACC where you have, you know, a little bit of overtime. If you're out there on a fast lap, you have to kind of plan it out to get some stuff in. But where are we here with the times? Pedro is now your new P1 with a 129.33. And as you can see, James McKnight has shown up there in P29, so 1 more person has made a time, leaving 1 person to not make a time to put all 30 up on the board, but we'll find out here in 2 minutes what might happen. And my apologies for anyone who's watching live right now. I'm currently in a hotel on some Wi-Fi, so that's part of the problem for any buffering or any dropped frames. So my apologies ahead of time. Hopefully it holds up for the entire time. If it doesn't, then we'll bring it back as fast as we can. But yeah, it's pretty low right now, isn't it? So many thanks to everyone who is attempting to watch Twitch at the moment. Could watch over here. And here goes John Wyzorek once again with purple sectors 1 and 2. We're going to see him coming to the line here. Let's see what he can do on his sector 3. There's a very good exit out of the last chicane. And yes, that is going to put him up back into P1 with a 129.222. So about 3/100ths faster than Patrick Carnahan there. So as I said, the P1, John Wyzorek, Patrick Carnahan, Pedro Megales, they are separated by very small times. So as qualifying comes to a close, there are your official standings, at least 1 through 20. John Wyzorek, P1 with a 129.222. Patrick Carnahan, P2 with a 129.25. Pedro Megales, P3 with a 129.338. As in it scrolls through there. Theolupu there, P7. Theodore Ensbury, P12. Evan Gramke, P13. There's some names. Rimy Dog there, P16. As we get down towards the bottom, there's Andy Morehouse, Jamie Morrison, and a few others. So now, as always with the community events, there is a 5-minute warm-up that people can just go absolutely bonkers on. Anything goes, anything can happen. It is like a 5-minute Thunderdome, per se. You'll find people going backwards on the track. You'll find people trying to find jumps. You'll find people drag racing down the pit straight. So no penalties, no incident points. Basically full out vehicle warfare for 5 minutes. So I'll stop talking. That way you can just enjoy this. And you can even turn up the sound if you want. Oh, there goes Patrick's trying to go into the it's like the Marshall's area. So yeah, I'm going to shut up for a second and just enjoy this. It's going to be absolute nuts. Okay, everyone. That was the end of warm up. So hopefully you caught some interesting stuff happening there. But we are in the final countdown before the lights go on and out. So everyone here in the pit lane has about 34 seconds to get their setups in order. Any fuel, any tires, anything that they might want to change or need. Now is the time to do it and to hit drive to get on the grid. Or they'll be starting from the pit lane. So down to 15 seconds, we should see the lights go on here very soon. As you see there, they're now on. We're here on board with Richard Blatcher. Their lights are going to go on, and they're off. Here we go. Who's gotten out there first? Patrick Carnahan out there early. Oh, who was that? I don't know. Richard Blatcher got in with someone there. There's almost too much activity to even keep up with what's going on. Everyone is so close here as they come up to the first chicane. Here's Lyndon Bigman, P6, Theolupu there right in front of him. And if it stays on board here, or at least through here, you're going to see everyone come up to the first chicane. You're going to see some folks take it, kind of cut into the inside on each chicane, get through there. Looks like no issues really from the back that I can tell. But everyone, we'll go back here to Grimy Dog, and you can just see it's a big snake from one chicane to the next. Grimy taking out a little extra curb there, a little extra rumble strips. But no slowdown penalty or no steward's decision for him. Get back here to Jackson Sengelang here in P18. A couple behind Grimy Dog, but in the red Merc. Keeping it close there to Luke Filippone right there ahead, P17. But yeah, you can see everyone just snaking right on through. That was the hairpin. Coming up to the last chicane. We'll go in cockpit, that way you can see it. Good exits by everyone there, and off they go. So that's one lap of 20 minutes. Grimy Dog trying to work his way here on Jamie Morrison in the Bentley. Jamie goes a little bit on the inside, outside, gets into Grimy just a little bit there. Doesn't really push him out into the gravel, though. Onward they continue. Who we got here? Theolupu. Let's go dash cam. Theolupu here working on Lyndon Bigeman. Coming up to the chicane, we'll stay in the dash cam here. That we can see how the chicane goes. So just easy cuts. Easy cuts right on through there. If you don't get too much of the rumble strip curbs, then you're just fine on your exit and you continue right on down to the next one. As you can see, rumble strips there, on the inside there. And you can tell Lyndon there got a little too much of the inside, a little too far off the track on the inside on the second part of the chicane. And got a little slowdown for it. Here in the back, I mean, everyone is, if you can see the software now, everything is yellow because everyone is just so absolutely close to each other, bumper to bumper. And as we catch Grimy and Jamie Morrison going a little wide there, that's going to allow Jackson Sengeline to try to get by. In his red Merc, he's coming up on the backside of Grimy there as they come to the second chicane. Probably wise to kind of back off a little bit to the chicane and try to get on the exit, as he will try to do. He's going to put the hammer down and just go for it. Here in the back, Ian McClure. That's who had the off out in the gravel on turn 1 there at the start of the race. Let's put him back down into 21, but now he's going to be working on, that's who, Luke Filippone he's gotten by there. Very nicely done. Who else is back in there? Ken Garbett back here in the Mobile 1. Back here in P23, he's continuing on. Trying to keep the action in center here. So Jamie Jesse is trying to get by Mr. Pardo. He does not. Someone took the curb massive right there on the inside with the Merc. I think that was Pardo. Probably got no damage from that, but I'm sure he felt that. Ian McClure right here in the back. Staying on the backside of Sebastian Bolu. That's probably wrong. It's my apologies to him, but that's how I'm going to say it. Bolu. I don't know. It's Canadian. Maybe French Canadian. Somebody's off. Mr. Ensbury is backwards. Oh my goodness. That was a black Corvette that just got destroyed there. I'm trying to see who that is, but he is now kind of stuck. Theodore is able to get turned back around after, unfortunately, having to let a lot of people go for him to not pull out in front of anyone. So that was a pretty safe return. Rejoin there. Put him back down into 24th. Let's jump up here to Luke Longnecker. It's a new name, but happy that he's out here. He's in the what? He's in the McLaren as well. So one you don't normally see, at least within Raceroom. I don't see too often, but he's gotten by. Who's he gotten by? He's gotten by Andy Morehouse there. He's up into P11, and onward he goes. Here we go up to the front. Pedro Magalis is working on Mr. Wyzorak here. That's an Audi on Mercedes action. Oh, I say that. There's a McLaren in P1 as well. Shows you how much I know. On goes a little bit wide. I don't know if there was some incidental contact there between Pedro and John before getting into the hairpin, but John's moved back one spot from P2 to P3. All the while, P2 and P3 are about 1.4 seconds behind Patrick up there in P1 in the papaya orange McLaren. So he's trying to be going to be a Daniel Ricciardo for this race. See some red back here. Ian McClure up to P18, trying to take the inside line. Doesn't have it there. Trying to do the out and in, and he might have done it. That's a beautiful move right there. Drag racing down the pit street with Jamie Jesse is the Callaway, or not the Callaway, but at least the Corvette there on the inside. He's going to try to get him on the outside, and it looks like he does. Some fantastic moves there from both of them, really, because now here comes Jamie Jesse back on the inside trying to do a little out and in. Doesn't quite get it done, but plenty of time. Plenty of time left, 13 minutes to go, and we'll see if he can get it. I see some yellow flags back here. Who we have? I don't know what's happened here. I think maybe Theodore has maybe a little bit of car issues, a little car trouble. It's like his, his hood, unfortunately, a little crumpled there, so he might have some suspension damage. Maybe messing up his steering ever so slightly. Who else we got? Ken Garbett. He's really close. He is close. They are flying through there. He just takes that. That was a missed break point, unfortunately for him. He's going to let people by, probably more than he wants, but there goes 3 folks right by him. Ian McClure, once again up here, working on Jamie Morrison. Hopefully the stream looks okay. Hey Evan, what's going on? Since I died at the start, figured I'd join for my team. Oh, nice. You in the pit? Oh, I didn't even notice. My apologies. It's all pretty hot and heavy out there, so everyone's working it hard. Oscar Fielding here. So that was the Corvette that got absolutely destroyed in the last chicane. It might just be cosmetic. He might have a little bit of damage, but he's continuing on there, and also pushing forward there on Jackson Sangalon. Let's go in the car. That's the wrong car. Here he is. You can see the hood's a little bit crumpled there. Looks like the Batmobile. He's gonna a little late on the brake. Got into the left rear just ever so slightly. We're going to follow him up to the next chicane, then we'll see what else is going on out there. Here they come to the next chicane. You see people just diving inside on both ways. Like, Zolder is very fun to race in this, but then also very fun to watch. You just see people doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Not getting away with, not trying to get away with things, but taking as much of the curbs as possible without getting a slowdown penalty through the chicanes. I see the Papaya Orange McLaren up here in the front has been brought back into the fold here by Pedro Magales, as they are now 2/10 separated between P1 and P2. Pedro here in the sweet-looking baby blue Audi. I'm liking that. He's working on. Let's go in the car. I love in the car. Actually, let's go dash. There it is. Here we come. Down to the chicane. Who's going to outbrake? Pedro. Ooh, got more curbing than what he needed. That was Patrick. No, that was Pedro. Somehow Patrick got to slow down out of all that. I felt like Pedro took a lot there, but who am I to judge? I'm not a steward. I am, but I'm not right now. Patrick gets another slowdown, so Pedro's going to build a little bit of a gap here between himself and Patrick back here in P2. Let's jump around. Jeff Lacey here in the, was it the biodegradable BioCircle Audi? I'm liking these liveries. Some of these liveries I haven't seen before. Pretty sweet. Bringing out the Monday Mayhem. I like it. Who was that guy a little bit? Who's in front of him? Lyndon Bigman's there in front of him. Got a little bit off into the grass. Let's go dash cam. Uh-oh, here they go. Who's going to brake last? Oh, they are side by side going through there. Side by side, a little bit of rubbing. Rubbing is racing. As I've heard in the past. Ooh, there goes I don't know what that was. Maybe just trying to get some slipstream. Just trying to get behind him as quick. Lyndon Bigman there slides back to P7 from P6. Here we go. All kinds of stuff. Ian McClure here working on Andy Morehouse. P16, P15 for Morehouse, 16 for McClure, and Jamie Jesse right there behind him in P17. So very much bottled up there as they come through. Got the WeatherTech white Merc. Let's see where he is. Let's go on the dash. You can see that Corvette's coming right back out in there. The number 69 Corvette. I wouldn't have it any other way. Stays ahead of him through that curve. We're going to follow Ian here until the chicane. Let's see what happens. It's going to be tight. Will he try to outbrake him? Will he stay behind? He's going to play it safe for a little bit. Yeah, he's going to play it safe, try to get a good exit. Looks like they both got about the same exit. And Andy's going to stay ahead for just a second. We will follow to the second chicane, as I like to do, just to see it's two very tough, quick braking points. You know, very close to each other. You don't have very much of a straightaway before the next chicane. So those 2 points are very. Wait a minute. Look at this. So Jamie Jesse here. A three-way battle for P15 through 17. And as I say that, we're going to jump away because up here in P1, 2, and 3, they are separated by not very much whatsoever. John Wazorek, Toad Line Racing. Does not look like a toad right now. Looks like an absolute jackrabbit. Trying to get around before the chicane. He won't. He's going to follow Mr. Carnahan up to the second chicane. Maybe just bide his time. There is 7 minutes left in this race. I will say as well, there's a lot of red going on back here. Are unfamiliar with how we do our community races. So we have 2 races of 20 minutes. The second race will be an inverted top 10. So P1 through 10 of this race gets reversed for race number 2. So there's a little incentive, you know, from being P8, 9, 10 per se. You're not going to win the first race, but you will be out on pole or close to it for race number 2. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Luke Filippone here, trying to get around Jamie Jesse for P17. Not going to quite happen on that chicane. Evan Gramke is back out there. Sebastian Beaulieu. I don't know. He keeps getting slowdowns. Keeps building them up. John Wazorek here. Evan keeps getting them too. Evan's out there. Evan's back out. Evan said he had 2 minutes worth of repairs. That's never a good thing. He's luckily only 1 lap down. But here you can see John and Patrick, P2, P3, battling with each other, but then also trying to work their way back up to P1, where Pedro currently sits about 1 second ahead. I see a bunch of yellow going on back here. Someone's turned around. Looks like Grimy Dog. Is it Grimy Dog? No, he's not. Who is that? It was a BMW. James McKnight, unfortunately. Saw him going around. Mohammed. That may have been Mohammed, too. There were a bunch of yellow flags for everyone, so it was kind of tough to see what was going on. Amato here, back in P21, trying to get around Jamie Morrison before the chicane. Does not. But he's going to follow him right on through there, and on he goes. Who else we got? John 2 Pardo here back here. P19. Trying to get up to P18. Jamie Jesse in front of him. Luke Filippone in front of him. Here we go. They've gotten through the first and second chicanes, coming up to the hairpin. I don't know what just happened there. Someone looked like they were going to turn and then kind of just blipped out of existence into existence. And I think that threw Pardo off a little bit as he might have hit the brakes and has slowed down from Jamie Jesse in front of him. Amato back here. Half a second behind Jamie Morrison. Doing all that he can. And everyone's kind of fanned out now, except for John Wazorek here, still in P3, coming down to 4 minutes to go. Still in P3, about 4/10 behind Patrick Carnahan in P2. Down to the hairpin they go, in through, no problems there. Into the final chicane. These three are just keeping on with what they're doing. Amato here. 2/10 behind Sebastian Beaulieu. P21, P22. Who else do we have? Derek McCord. Haven't really gotten with him yet. Sitting here in P10. Under 5/10 behind Walt Graves. P9, P10 here. Derek McCord in his signature Mobil 1 Mercedes. Looking very fine out there. Running a good race. Incentive for him, if he stays in P10 right now, he's going to be P1 for race number 2. So, not sure if anyone really thinks of that out there, but always good to keep in the back of your mind. Luke Filippone, he was really close there for a second. 3/10 behind Andy Morehouse, P16. He's going to work his way. He's going to try to. He's in the Porsche, as I call it. Little green, black, and silver Porsche. All these guys are close. Look at this train. It's amazing. Let me get with Jamie Jesse here. In the dash cam. That way you can kind of just see them all snaking around. Like it's... Oh, that was Mr. Filippone taking a little too much of the inside curb. And that has allowed Jamie Jesse to get by. So Luke Filippone slips down to P19. Oh my goodness. Burning up those brakes. Looks like he got hit in the back a little bit. It's throwing him off. I don't know if that was, not sure who hit him from behind there. Oh, maybe Luke Filippone. Got into the back of Jamie Jesse ever so slightly. Kind of threw him off to the side there. Sebastian here. Who do you got? You got Andy Morehouse, Jamie Morrison, Sebastian, Amato. All four of these folks so close to each other. Andy Morehouse, Sebastian gets a Jamie Morrison. Jamie Morrison goes ever so slightly wide at the hairpin. Allows Sebastian to get by. But those four are sticking very close. Ian McClure, he's very close to whoever's in front of Oscar Fielding. As you can remember, Oscar has the messed up hood from where he was destroyed in the last chicane, but is soldiering on, still going. Oscar's in P13. Ian here, P14. They're both trying to get around Luke Longnecker. How much time we got? 41 seconds. So it looks like there will be one more lap. So there's going to be 14 laps. Pedro's going to come to the line here with probably about 15 seconds to go, maybe. Probably a little bit more. 15, 20 seconds. Or 25. I could be completely off, which I am. So everyone's going to have one more lap. So hopefully everyone budgeted their fuel for 14 laps, as that's what we're going to get. John Wyzorek at some point through there got around the papaya orange McLaren of Patrick Carnahan, which has put him in P3. The battle for P10 here, Derek McCord still Graves, who is also then right behind Lyndon Bigeman there. Ever so slightly in the Corvette, maybe just ping issues, could be issues to the server itself. Someone has yellow flag somewhere. Who is it? I don't know. Who was that? Oh, James McKnight. Just kind of getting out of the way of the lap cars coming around there. Lyndon Bigeman. Look at these guys. Go inside. Let's go to the dash of Grimy Dog. Not him, not Grimy Dog. Lyndon Bigeman, who's now is your P10, your pole position for the next race. As we watch Derek McCord go over the inside curbs, he's working on Walton Graves. Let's go inside with him. Trying to do Team GRG proud. Trying to get up into P8 before the finish of this. While Walt's trying to hold him off for P8. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the bag. Mr. Insbury, he has really soldiered on from his incident in the last chicane. A little bit of damage. He's trying to put that Bentley maybe up into P21 if he can get around anybody. He's got Sebastian there right in front of him. He's going to go. Oh my goodness, people just darting everywhere. It's crazy. But here we go. I missed. My apologies to Pedro, John, and Patrick, as I missed them coming around across the line. Same for Richard. Same for Theo. I was all concerned with everyone in the back. All kinds of stuff happening back here. Oh my goodness. I think that's a car on its roof. Yes, it is. I don't know what's happened back there, but all kinds of stuff has happened. Amato has made it through safely, up into P18. Sebastian into P19. Theodore into P21. Someone goes around. I don't know who that was. Jamie Morrison comes through P22. That was Mohammed with a spin. Now P24. That might have been Jamie Jesse on his roof, I think it was, coming through at P25. Absolute pandemonium there in the last 3 corners of race number 1. I'm all sweaty now. How about that? But fantastic action. Zolder always gives good action no matter what car's on the track. And that proved to be correct with this group of folks tonight with the GT3s. Remember, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Here's your final results for race number 1. Pedro Megales, P1 with a 129.48 as your best lap. John Wyzorek, P2, about 3 seconds behind, 129.9. And P3, Patrick Carnahan. They're in P3. There's your podium positions. You're going to see it roll over. Warm-up number 2. Hopefully the bit rate seems to have evened out ever so slightly, so hopefully that looked okay for anyone watching at the moment. Always remember that this is being recorded again, so if you want to see this kind of in better quality, find our YouTube, subscribe over there. Videos tend to go up usually next day, when possible. So find it over there, and you can watch it uninterrupted, full 1080p, full 60 frames a second, as good as it can be. So find your way over there, subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself on Twitch here as well. I'm going to be quiet for about 4 minutes, let everyone enjoy all this. Let me put this back on. I don't think it's on auto director. It's not. So I'm going to put this back on auto director, and I will be back in about 4 minutes. All right, fantastic. Fantastic, as always. So here we are once again. About 1 minute to go before the grid needs to be finalized and for everyone to be out on track. I'm not muted anymore. Nope, we're ready to go. So let's go on board with once. I gotta wait for all the people to be to show up within the software. Here we go. Let's go. Like just not the front. The dash of P5. So Jeff Lacey here. You see the lights go on, off, green. Here we roll. Here we roll. So Jeff's now in P6. Someone got, man, is that Theo Lupu? Just rocketing up the. Let's go. Theo's trying to thread the needle, and he does. It's around the McLaren, up into P4. I'm not even sure where he started. My goodness, but he is moved up significantly there into P4. Lyndon Bigeman up there in P1. Derek McCord P2. Keshan Hall P3. And people are just, holy cow, look at this. It's like a swarm of bees coming down there. It's insane. Watch Grime just in the middle of all of it. It looks like, who's this? Andy Morehouse off to the side. Gonna lose a lot of places, unfortunately for him. Maybe he just got squeezed off in that first chicane. Mr. 18. Oh, I think that was Sebastian. No, Jamie Jesse. Someone going down the grid. But now up into P17. Potentially my connection jumping around ever so slightly, but you can see everyone flowing through there. Someone getting hit. Who on earth was that? That was a BMW. That was Mohammed, I think. Yeah. Mohammed got, I don't know if he got hit from behind, but he took a vicious left into the wall. You can tell from the front, kind of smashed in, smashed up. He's going to have some problems for 18 minutes. Walt Graves, like Theo, has shuffled back a couple places, back into P6. Jeff Lacey, Walt Graves, up into P4 and 5. Here they come through. Who else we got? There are people all over the place. It's hard. I'm telling you what, this is the hardest one to really follow along and commentate with because people are just everywhere. It's exciting. So much excitement out there. Richard Blatcher. He's in that Chevrolet there just in the middle of everybody. Kind of hard to see. Sitting here in P8. Still has John Wyzorek behind him in P number 9. And Luke Longnecker rounds out the top 10 spots. A little bit of contact there between Blatcher and Patrick Carnahan. Pedro Magales back here in 12th. He must have been shuffled out from 10 at the start. Who's gotten in front of him? So Luke Longnecker, Grimy Dog, P10, P11 here in front of Pedro. Pedro's going to try to do some nifty moves to get around Grimy. Let's go on the inside. He's right on his bumper. Probably scraping it. Ooh, and a little bit of contact there. Pedro kind of has to cut out some of the curbs on the inside on each turn. Might have some damage as he's very slow coming down the straight, giving up a lot of places that might have messed up his suspension a little bit, or all of it, who knows. But I think he's come to a complete stop on the start-finish line, so he might be, unfortunately, out of this race. P4 Walt Graves trying to work on Keshan Hall, under 2 tenths, right there. Let's go inside. We can see the action. Coming to the chicane. No contact. Moving right on through. It's beautiful stuff. All these people here are just right on each other. John Wyzorek, P number 9. Richard Blatcher right ahead in P8. Patrick Carnahan, one of your top 3 from last race right there in P7. Trying to see where Yeah, Pedro is. I think he's got floor damage or something. Something's happened with him where he's obviously gone way down. Walt Graves here working on Keshin Hall on P3. They're going to be coming up to the last chicane, almost not side by side, but super close. No contact. Another good entry exit out of the chicanes, and off they go. Theolupu. Let's go inside with him. Who's that? We got Jeff Lacey right there in the number 30 Audi. Walt Graves right there in the Chevy to the left. Keshin Hall. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Jeff Lacey unfortunately got a little contact there from Walt Graves. Put him sideways a little bit, had him sliding. Theo was on pins and needles to avoid that, go off to the left, and off they go. Unfortunately, Jeff Lacey has dropped down to P10 after all that. Patrick Carnahan still right there with Richard Blatcher, P number 7. John Wazorek right there behind him in P8. Exciting, all of it. Looks like Pedro has retired from the race, unfortunately. Theo, once again, right here on Walt Graves. Keshin Hall right there in front of both of them. Little contact from Theo. Richard Blatcher gets right ahead. Theo only loses one place, but is still very much in the thick of it with this group here, which is what, P3 through P6. Richard a little loose coming out of the exit, but grabbed it, unless it was just my connection or his connection. Either way, onward they go. Down to turn number 1. Try not to take it too wide out in that gravel pit that you'll never get back out of. Almost some more contact there between Theo and Richard. Theo gets out into the grass a little bit, a little loose, and a little bit of time. Patrick Carnahan right here has gotten by Theo. There's Theo right there. What a great shot that is. As they come down, let's go off the wing. Here's Patrick's wing. You can see that's Theo and John Wazorek right there behind him. Bumping along over some chicanes. Off they go. We'll see where they get to for the second chicane, if Theo can get any closer or not. Look at that. Looks like Patrick got a little loose on the exit of that chicane. And Theo just came right up on him. Well, I shouldn't say Patrick got a little loose. He's right there on the backside of Walt Graves and Keshin Hall. And who was that going super wide out there? That's Richard Blatcher. Hopefully not as somewhat of a safe rejoin. That's pretty good. Just straight back on. Didn't really hold up Theo a whole lot, but they're going to be side by side in the chicane. And it looks like Theo, there they are. There's Richard, there's John, there's Luke Longnecker, there's Jeff Lacey. All 5 of them right there together. Grimy Dog coming right up into the picture as well. Amazing stuff. Derek McCord up here. Let's follow him for just a little bit. He's up here in P2 holding strong. He started maybe P3. I forget where he ended up. Someone back here. Oh my. All kinds of stuff. Evan Gramke had Sebastian kind of hooked to him there. Who else is Muhammad's still going. I see a lot of yellow flags. There's Ian McClure out there in the gravel pit. Come to a complete stop, letting everyone go by. Back out he goes. There was your yellow flag. Muhammad, P22, working on Andy Morehouse there in P21. Looks like some of that damage really is not affecting a whole lot, as Muhammad is still, well, I say that. I think he got into the back of Andy ever so slightly and pushed himself out there, and has lost about 3 to 4 places from that. Patrick Carnahan. How many times can I say papaya? Papaya orange. McLaren. Here he goes. They come into the final chicane. He stays behind, but has a fantastic run. You can tell there that he is on the side by side, and is now up into P3, getting by Keshen Hall there in the paint splattered. What's he in? He's in the Porsche. Richard's working on Walt Graves there in 5 and 6. Theolupu's right there behind John Wyzorak. They slipped back to P8. Oh, some slight contact there on the side. Oh, I don't know what that was. Theo is slowing down to allow John to either catch up, potentially get by. Jumps back out there, now back into P15, so they had some contact there at the chicane, which unfortunately put John out into the gravel ever so slightly. So Theo, being the gentleman racer that he is, pulled off and let him catch back up. And Theo jumps back out there and keeps going. Theodore Insbury right here in the thick of it in the fantastic Bentley. If you go to the cockpit, look at that, he's on the left, he's on the right-hand side. That's the proper way to drive. I'm not really sure why I'm saying that. I drive on the left. I've never driven on the right-hand side of the car, so. We'll follow him for ever so slightly. Toad Line Racing. Hey, thank you. Bernie, you're not a fan of the right side. All right, I'll switch off of it for you. Who we got? Luke Filippone. Let's just go TV with him. So all 5 of these, all 6, all kinds of people back here. What do you got? You got Grimy Dog there. P8, that was your lead car in the BMW. Then you got Luke Longnecker, Sangalang, Fielding, Insbury, Filippone here at the back end of this trail. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 people all right there. Look at them, all fighting for P8 through P13. So a lot of places to be gained or lost right here in this pack. Left all the way. Yeah, I agree with you. It's cool to see the. It would be fun. It would be cool to try at least a right-handed wheeled car. I'm sure it would feel absolutely foreign, always being on the left-hand side, but you never know. My goodness, what is all going on here? So we still have Luke Filippone. There's Theodore Insbury. He is trying to get around Oscar Fielding there in the pure black Corvette. Not able to do it there, but we will see what happens here when they come up through the long left-handers into the straight before the chicane, and everyone's kind of building up. Sangalang here is, man, I don't know what. Oh, there's Insbury back there now halfway in the gravel and half not. I'm not sure just what happened to him. I don't know if that's glitching because of my connection from where I am, or if that's just the server itself kind of going a little crazy. But Theodore, unfortunately, has been unable to get back on. He's now back there in P24. John Wyzorak up here in P13 has just gotten around Oscar Fielding, is now trying to get around Luke Filippone and Jackson Sangalang. He's trying to get 2 for 1 here. He very well might. He's going to definitely probably get on the inside of Luke. Great pass there. Now he's going to Jackson Walt Graves right here on the biodegradable Audi of Jeff Lacey as they come up to the line. I think my connection is degrading by the minute. Amato ahead of Theo. Let's find it. Where is Amato? Here's Amato. Amato is working on Theo. They're very close. Let's stick with this for a second. We'll go in. We'll go in with Amato. We'll follow them at least up to the chicane. We'll see what else is out there. Looks like Oscar is falling down the order for one reason or another. Maybe off the track somewhere. Looks like Amato's falling back ever so slightly from Theo here. Get to the chicane. Some good entry and exits from both of them, and off they go. John is getting really close to Jackson here, right in front of him. P10, 11, and 12 with Jackson, John, and Luke Filippone as they just hammer down after the second chicane here into the hairpin. Let's see if John kind of pulled the same move that he did with Luke. Not quite. They're going to be side by side though. I think he actually does have it. He does. So John just powers down after the exit of the hairpin and a little bit after. Gets in front of Jackson Sengelang for P10. Now Luke Filippone is trying to do the exact same thing to make his way from P12 to P11. See what happens here. That corner is very deceiving too. You think you can take it a lot faster than you can, but if you do, you're going to be in the massive gravel pit out on the right-hand side. We are under 4 minutes. Under 4 minutes of race number 2. See all of them go through the chicane, all following each other. Luke right here on the back side of Jackson's red Mercedes. Let's see what happens here with the second chicane. Ooh, Jackson goes out wide. Looks like there's Jeff Lacey. Maybe out, yes. Jeff Lacey in the biodegradable Audi. Out in the left-hand side gravel. Luke has moved up into P10. Theo Lupu right here on the backside of him. P11. Let's follow the. This is going to be Porsche on Porsche action through the hairpin up to the third chicane. Oh, and Theo has pulled off for one reason or another. And Jackson has gotten through there. I don't know if Theo. Oh my goodness, people everywhere. Luke Longnecker and Jackson Sengelang were. They were dancing around. They were doing something crazy back there. They're both back on the circuit now. And onward they go, so I'm not really sure what happened there. A name that I just saw that I haven't. Evans somewhere. Where'd he go? There he is. So Evans up here in P12. He's in a Porsche. I never see him in a Porsche. Porsche. There he is though. There's 4 people. 2 by 2. Oh my goodness, we gotta follow this on inside one car. So we're inside Sebastian's car, and you've got what's that? 15, 14, 13, P12, P11, 11 through 15, just all right. Jeez, someone took a heck of the inside curves. I might have seen all 4 tires get off the ground right there. That's what you call Monday Mayhem. When a car goes full airborne. Like, here they are, just darting everywhere. How nuts is this? Luke Longnecker there in the blue McLaren gets a slowdown. Sebastian trying to get around Jackson Sengelang. That might have been a car just absolutely inside of Sebastian's car. I don't really know at this moment. But here they go. There's Sebastian a little bit into the back of Jackson. Let's move up. Oh, looks like Sebastian has retired. Jackson is behind these two. Let's go in with Luke Longnecker is up here with Evan Gramke, now ahead of Evan Gramke. And I'm going to have to assume, let's find where Lyndon Bigeman is. Lyndon is into the first chicane. 1 minute from there. He might, I don't know. It's going to be close. He might make it around for lap 14. He has, what, a 4-second lead over, or not anymore, but Patrick Carnahan. Derek McCord trying to keep up with Patrick here in P3. Derek will be happy that I did not show the overtake that happened on him whenever that did happen. John Wyzorak with a Richard Blatcher. Got Richard Blatcher, you got Grimy Dog, you got Walt Graves. It's insane. I'm saying it's insane how the packs of cars have just held together through the entire circuit. It has made it very enjoyable and very fun to watch. So hopefully that's all come through on the stream and video and everything else for when this gets uploaded or when it gets watched back later. All four of these people, oh goodness gracious, that's Grimy Dog there in the BMW trying to stay in front of Richard. John's working his way, trying to get in front of all of them. They're going to go 3 wide, 4 wide. So many people. Richard goes sideways. Sideways of, I think, Walt Graves. Yes, sir. So Richard and Walt lost out the most in that chicane there, with both of them going sideways. Probably going in a little too hot. Lyndon did make it around, so he is now going to be on lap 14. This will be the final lap for everyone. And this is going to be a heck of a finish, just like race 1 was. Theolupu working on Richard back here in P8, P9. He's going to try to put his Porsche right there, right alongside, which he does. They're going too wide. Richard gets the gravel ever so slightly. What's happening back here in Muhammad? Ian McClure sideways into the wall with his WeatherTech Mercedes. Evan Gramke. These four are they're going to battle it out to the very end. That's Jackson Sengelang right there behind. P13 and 14 are going to be decided through every single chicane here on the last lap. Evan goes a little on the inside. I don't know if that was him giving the spot back or just having really no space to go. I once again missed Lyndon Bigeman coming through your P1, Patrick Carnahan P2, Derek McCord P3. Great races from those three there. There's Keshin Hall coming through P4. John Wyzorak going to be coming through there P5. With Grimy Dog right behind. There he is, P6. Luke Filippone, P7. Amato coming in with a P8. Looks like there were some people just. Walt Graves. Jackson Sengelang, P10. Evan Gramke, P11. So P11 and 10 were decided there on the very last lap. P13 by Theolupu. Some folks are, well, they're already out from finishing the race, but I'm not sure what happened there, but all kinds of stuff happened there. So much that I couldn't even keep up with it. So there are your official race 2 results. Lyndon Bigeman coming through with a P1, Patrick Carnahan P2, Derek McCord, Team GRG P3, Keshin Hall, same Team GRG P4, John Wyzorak P5, Grimy Dog P6, Luke Filippone P7, Amato Pereira P8, Walt Graves P9, Jackson Sengelang P10. There's your P1 through P10. But fantastic results, fantastic action. Fantastic output. Just awesome stuff from everyone involved. I'm happy to see there were 29 people still out there. That's a beautiful thing to see, especially on a Monday night. GT3s, Zolder, you can't get any better than that. But once again, thank you to everyone who raced, who might watch this back. If you were out there, great job, great stuff, and thank you for participating within our North America Raceroom Discord community event. For everyone that was here with me, listening to my crazy commentary, thank you to you as well. Here on Twitch, if you're watching this later on Twitch on demand, thank you for watching it at some point on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully by tomorrow, thank you for watching it over there. Anyone who watches, no matter if you're on Twitch or YouTube, it's always appreciated when it's watched back Um, if there's a thumbs up, if there's a comment, or if there's anything on either side, it's appreciated by everyone. I say it all the time. I do this for everyone that wants to watch. I do it for everyone that wants to also race. So it's a kind of a dual purpose. Everyone likes watching this stuff. Everyone likes doing this stuff. So this is all done for everyone out there. It's not really done for me. I mean, it's fun to watch, but I stream and race at the same time as well. So I mean, it's I'm not doing this for any money or any. I'm not really doing this for anything that's going to benefit me in the end. I'm doing it all for everyone that's out there. So it's very appreciative to anyone who wants to watch and anyone who wants to race in our stuff or with us in ranked stuff. So the more people that we can get in the community, either from the videos or from the streams or from anything, the better for everyone. And as you saw, 30 people here on the community Monday Mayhem event. That's awesome stuff. That's probably the most we've had in quite some time. So hopefully we can keep it going for Monday. Hopefully we see that many for Wednesday. There should be a broadcast stream for Wednesday, which is going to be GTR4s at the Hockenheim ring. Once again, I'll be streaming it, commentating the entire time, or at least trying to commentate the entire time, unless I run out of things to say. Since I won't be running it, I'm nowhere near home at this point. So I'm here for anyone who wants to watch along, chat along. If you're not going to run it, so hopefully we see a lot of people out there running it. GTR4s, I mean, they're fun, basically just baby GT3s, and Hockenheim ring. I enjoy it. So I mean, it should be a good combo for anyone who wants to run it. So yeah, I really have nothing else. I mean, thank you to everyone here that chatted along on Twitch Live with me. It's appreciated, as I said. For anyone who wants to watch it back later, thank you for watching it later. Make sure to find the Discord if you're not a part of it, or if someone's watching this and you know of someone else that is in a different sim and not really in Raceroom, and they're looking for a place to get into Raceroom. Throw them an invite link to the Discord, and have people sign up and get going. So spread the word. It's what we're trying to do for anyone in the Americas that's looking for people to race with in Raceroom or really in anything else. I mean, folks here in the chat and in the community know that we race other things than Raceroom. We love them all. So let them know where we are. Also, then find the YouTube side, find the Twitter, find the Instagram, find the Discord. Like I said, you got Twitch, you got YouTube, you got all kinds of good stuff. If we're not somewhere that you think we should be, let us know and we'll get there. That's really all I got. That was some awesome stuff, though. That's going to look really good when the replay goes up, at least on YouTube. Hopefully it looked okay on Twitch. I know it probably didn't look at times because of my current connection, but hopefully Wednesday is maybe a little bit better. We'll see. But I'll bid everyone a good night. We'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks again for stopping by. Thanks again for watching. And that's really about it. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy. Get out there and practice for Wednesday or practice for the Season 3, Round 2 of the North America Raceroom Championship, which is what GTR4 is at Mid-Ohio. So there's going to be some interesting stuff coming up this week. A lot of GT4 action. And Grammy, thank you. Pedro, thank you. It's a Ghost Chill. I think that's Bernie. Thank you, Bernie. Toad Lime. I know that's in John's Raceroom team name. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's John itself. He's the HUS. Evan's in here, or was at one point. So I mean, everyone that stopped by or chatted or said something, thank you to everyone. But we'll call it. We'll start an upload to YouTube, and we'll see you out. We'll see you all on Wednesday. So have a great evening. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Love y'all.